We can always make improvements.
Well, believe fast, because we've got work to do.
The monitor's already steps ahead. Need to move quickly.
Okay, she's all right. Just make your way up to the city ruins. Taking a lot of fire. You can handle it. Keep flying. Need to catch the monitor.
Freelancer. So pleased you could join us.
Oh, yeah? Tell your troops to stop shooting at me.
Meet me at the cenotaph. If you can, you'll enjoy what I'm about to do.
Dominion forces. Cleared.
There'll be more ahead. Don't stop now. The monitor won't. I don't like the sound of that. Ow! Better him than you. Show that thing some payback, will you?
Freelancer? I'm here.
Hey, thought I lost you.
It's taken everything I have to keep your suit running, but stronger together, right?
How touching. You really believe teamwork will get you through this?
Excuse me, you're ruining the moment. Looks like a relic. And of course, the Dominion just had to poke it. Silence it so we can reach the monitor. Curious, mean bastards. Path is clear. Monitor's next.
You're too late. Much too late.
He's taller, right? I'm not seeing things? Definitely not seeing things.
The anthem. It's remade him.
And we'll just have to unmake it. Watch your head. Meteor.
cannot be fully controlled. It's activated him elsewhere. He's dead. It's over.
Not better.
The anthem. I let it go.
We did it! Monitor wasn't so tough after all.
Oh yeah, he's a king.
Yeah.
to move quickly.
Hey, she's all right. Just make your way up to the city ruins.
Taking turret fire.
Tough it out. We gotta catch the monitor.
Freelance.
Couldn't let you have all the fun.
Meet me at the cenotaph. That's when the fun truly begins.
Campus. Hidden.
Good. Keep moving. Monitor's waiting. You hear that?
Of course, the Titan's still here.
You're not a rookie anymore. You got this.
No freelancer has made it this far. Hey, you alright? Alex, lost connection.
Poor little Cypher. She tried so hard, but the anthem isn't for the weak.
Then why can you hear it?
too slow, freelancer. I am transcendent.
He wasn't always this big, right?
No, he's been remade by the Anthem.
That can be healthy.
Made it all this way. Not giving up now.
Chase him down.
Already started. And then come here.
Yeah, fucking did Buff tell you I had a fucking asthma attack at work today? That was
Changing
fun.
the storm.
The Heart of Rage is connected to
Well,
the cenotaph.
she soon made it to sleep too, I
The
guess.
monitor.
Because she stopped replying.
He's gone.
It's the cenotaph. He still lacks control. They activated him elsewhere.
You ran around out there almost that entire time. You know how you goes back and forth before he moves? Did that like almost the entire time. Hold on.
He's dead. It's over.
Sound better?
The Anthem. I let it go.
We did it. Monitor wasn't so tough after all.
Oh yeah. He's a king.
JJ, 5. It's like 6:20. You both slept all morning.
The heart of rage. This is everything we've been working towards. Yeah. So, don't screw it up.
Picking up. Dominion forces ahead.
Faye, you alright?
Fine. Just head up to the city ruins.
Taking a lot of fire. You can handle it. Keep flying. Need to cast the monitor.
Relax.
Just let you have all the fun.
Meet me at the cenotaph. That's when the fun truly begins.
Dominion forces. Cleared.
There'll be more ahead. Don't stop now. The monitor won't. You hear that? Ah, that guy is dead. So's the Titan once you're through with it. Farthest I've gone in the heart of rage. You alright, Faye? My connection's down. Alec?
Lost your way in the storm,
Don't worry. I'll be home for supper.
but your friend won't be. The animal was too much for her.
moment. A relic. This close to the cenotaph?
The minions gotta touch everything, apparently. Get in there and fix their mess.
Energy levels dropping. Almost there.
Watch out! Furies! Way's clear. We're back in business.
Okay, he's big now, like Titan big.
The anthem. We made him.
This was going to be tough when he was regular sized.
Just remember, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Let's end this.
He's summoning meteors.
Chase him down.
The Heart of Rage.
It's changing.
The monitor. He's linked to the storm. Through the cenotaph.
Of course, he chose acid.
No. The anthem? I let it go.
Another job in the books. On to the next.
At least wait for me to get back to the strut, okay?
How are you?
Good. You just,
You feel better?
yeah.
Good. Not all of my meds, just some of them. And then he came home, he slept. If he would have gone up and slept with me earlier, I would have went earlier. And then he woke up and was like, well, I didn't do that. Because we're sitting up. And then I started to get tired and I'd get up and go piss. And then fucking, as soon as I piss, I would be like wide awake. So I'm just gonna go
how you did.
Is that how you feel?
Don't hype up the dog. I'm all like, oh, hype up the dog. Huh.
Lovely.
Come on. You got this empty legs. Ugh. Chef butt cheeks. Chef butt cheeks.
Only in that all day. I only nap for like 2.5 hours. And it's funny. We like legit just slept all day.
I feel like
Huh?
I could sleep all day.
It's one of them days too. You know what I mean?
Like,
And I didn't want to go start laundry in case I slept because then it gets stinky, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, we can always go out to Walmart and go get a couple more things. I can go get more raviolis or something.
I was sitting there trying to play my game. I'm streaming, falling asleep.
Just take a nap. I might see if he wants to. I mean, I might as well just go get a couple more of them, you know? Make them real quick. It's an easy. I thought it was good, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just go get.
That action movie wasn't bad.
No.
Yummy. That'd be a phone call. No, the only FaceTime is me. Hello.
Sorry.
Sounds like you are. Yeah.
Buddy.
You gonna do what? Yeah, I can do that. I'll put you on speakerphone while I look it up on my phone. Even though I have my computer right beside me.
Done buying candies.
Would it be the one on Oakland Avenue or Philadelphia Street?
I think it might be Philadelphia Street.
I'm trying to zoom in here on the map. Ben Franklin Road, does that sound right? Ben Franklin Road. It said it looks like it's over by Lowe's. Ben Franklin Road, it looks over by Lowe's. Joe the pen, you can write it down. 724 465 1040 1040. You got it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you get the number? 724 465 1040.
From my son Kathy. For Nina. For some reason she couldn't call me on Facebook.
Yeah, you're lucky I answer random phone numbers.
I still message Justin.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that was I did something.
Yeah. I seen it. I'm just. I didn't get the actual call. Like the call didn't pop up, and I got the voicemail. Can you hear me? How have you been? The other day, I had to turn our phones back on. Verizon raped us with fucking, like, the reconnect fee. $30 per line. That was 3 phones and a tablet for, what's that, like $120? Yeah. It's crazy. I've been working a lot. I had 39 hours, like 48 minutes for this week. Yeah. Yeah, they won't let me hit 40, but they've been letting me get close. Like, I think it was like, not last week, but the week before, I went in an extra day and got a little bit of overtime. Yeah. Love you. Yeah. Yep. Okay, love you. Bye. Beth, can you guess who that phone call was? Mom? I don't know why she tries to call from anywhere. Because anytime I'm ever on the phone with her, all she does is cut out. She wanted me to get her the number for Verizon in Indiana. I think she's trying to get her phone turned back on or something. I told her, I'm like, you're lucky I answer random numbers. Cause if it would have said like mom calling, definitely wouldn't have answered it. We'll have to get a voicemail. Hey Jeffrey, I have like $20 in my account right now. So I'm trying not to spend any of that. Because I have all these things that say pending. So I don't know if it's the actual thing or if I'm going to bounce. Yeah, we'll find out eventually. Isn't that how we always find out? Like, you think you have it and all of a sudden it's all like, whoop-de-doop, no you don't. What up, bitches?
shit, bitch, you're still alive.
Yeah, you guys be ready for fishing.
We will be.
I don't remember where I left my fishing pole.
Did you get your license yet?
Nah, fucking. I'll get it when I can afford it, bud.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too this weekend. I'm waiting for this weekend anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, we gonna start off river fishing, we think. We went and checked out the river the other day. Caught some crayfish. I casted out a fucking jig and snagged it.
Oh, real shocked.
He casted. Yeah, he casted out a crayfish and lost it. And then it started raining. And it was like, yeah, we're just done. But the spot was nice though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready for sure. Yeah, this motherfucker's back now. Ugh.
Yeah. Fucking Kenny sent me a message on Facebook saying you better be ready for fishing.
Fishing? Yeah. Let's go with it. You ready for fishing or what?
I gotta wait till I can afford the license, bud.
Well, we still got a couple weeks. What you thinking?
I just told him that too.
Like, it ain't like, hey, we're going fishing tomorrow, you don't get a license, you're fucked.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because you spent all last year fishing without one.
Bro, I fished a lot in a lot of public areas without my license. And I'm not saying it's the safest thing to do or if it's smart to do it, but bro, I must just be a lucky motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I believe you're just lucky.
Cause you know my issue
fishing with me, you know what I mean? I look like a boss, nobody fucks
Not
with me.
only was I catching them, bro, I was keeping them motherfuckers too. If they would have pulled up on me, I'd have been slammed.
Hey Kenny, that's illegal. It doesn't matter, he's Kenny, he does what he wants.
Pretty much, bro. Like, listen, if I catch a fish and I want to eat it, it's coming home, man. I don't care if it's 2 inches or 40. Like, I really don't give a fuck.
Nah, I just think it's funny.
That
like,
fucking...
all the illegal shit you do, like, you don't give a fuck.
I mean, the other dumb laws. Like, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to fish out the water and eat if I wanted to. I mean, like, honestly, though.
Like why can't we go fishing and just fish? Why do I have to go pay like 20 to 40 bucks for fucking
honestly, though,
fishing
they didn't put them fish there, like, they might put them there now.
I know, but that's all you gotta do, and you can fish for a whole year, though, so, I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But I shouldn't have to pay anything at all to fish.
Right. Like, they don't own them fish, bro. Like, I understand they stock some areas. Make those the ones you have to pay for. But them fish are native there. You're telling me I can't do a natural thing of survival?
You know why they charge you? Because then technically it'd be considered free food.
Oh, we can't have that here.
That? We got food stamps out the ass, dog. You're telling me we can't have one fucking people fishing? At least I'm working for my fish.
Right, but technically you gotta pay for it too.
Well, then people would probably start the, oh yeah, I think you should be drug tested before you get to go fishing.
Yeah, right.
Bro,
and nobody would fish.
If they ever told me that, fishing would die, everyone would sell their boat, and that's when me and Steve would cobble and we'd just be poaching fish. We'd be fucking bow fishing, boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with your fucking luck at catching fish.
Dude, I don't get lucky at catching big fish though. I just know where they're at. I know where the little ones hang out at. Where? If you just watch the water, literally, you watch a big dark
Certain
patch
times,
go
bro,
through
you just
the boat.
watch the way the current moves, boy.
Right. and you just cast your bait right out in it, and it take it right to where they're eating at. They're just sitting at they're just literally just sitting in that current, waiting for food to get taken right to them. You just have to have something they want. That's why I always try to cast out first, because I know someone else will hit the same spot and get them too.
One of my coworkers is going to fucking jail, and I think it's hilarious.
Why?
Right, which one?
He's a fucking idiot
Right.
who decides that driving under the influence is a great idea.
Well, man, I would say something, but pretty much everybody thinks driving under the influence is a good idea.
Yeah,
I think it's
you even
absolute.
do it, so
What are you
think?
talking
What
about?
are you
I
talking
do
about?
it.
You might sit at work for 20 minutes, but you're still fucked up.
Well, fuck you too, Steve.
Anytime that you drink, it don't matter. You're still considered.
Like I'm just saying,
intoxicated.
I'm not gonna judge somebody for getting caught, but what I will judge people for is when they get caught, and the reason why they got caught is because they wrecked into someone and killed them. That's it. Other than that, I don't give a fuck what you do. But no, driving under the influence is usually 9 out of 10 times a bad idea. So. I'm not saying the government makes everything illegal for a good cause, but I'm saying that they're definitely in the right judgment to tell you you shouldn't drive when you can't see the fucking road straight. Alright? That's all I'm trying to say. Like,
I'm not saying they're right, but they're
I
right.
don't agree with. Like, I guess a lot of laws out there that I don't agree with, alright? Like, there's a lot of them, I'll tell you that right now. But when I'm sitting here talking to you, bro, and you're sitting here zoning the fuck out, and I'm listening to you talk to yourself and slur your words, and then you hop in your car and you fucking go in reverse and hit a pole or something, that's typically a sign that most people should not be driving under the influence, like. And it's not like people just naturally learn how to drive drunk better, dude. They usually fuck up like 45 times before they do eventually figure it out, so.
Damn. I gotta do a little bit of tune-up.
A little bit of that tune-up shit, huh? But yeah, man, you should 100% get your license. It's like 30 bucks. Me and Steve will probably be fishing out that way a lot anyway, to be honest with you. Because we liked that one spot we went to. One where you had your fucking shoes off and putting your feet in the water, or that fucking, you know what we're talking about, that circle spot, the bridge and shit. Yeah, we like that spot pretty much.
Yeah,
And there was
that
a
place is
pond up there
literally
and shit we
right by
wanted to
my
hit.
work, so I literally could fish
Right.
there almost every day.
That's what I
if
mean.
Every day
So-
at work if I wanted to.
That's what I mean. So what I'm trying to say is, I would definitely recommend it because we're gonna be up that way a good bit, I think. What do you think, Steve? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be out that way. Yeah, it's a good. That river goes fucking all through the place. It goes.
It
all
goes
the way
deep.
up
That's
through
what I mean. Like we're not gonna be just down here fishing this year. We're gonna be kind of moving. So I would definitely recommend it. Just because it ain't ever bad to get out the house every now and then and go out and fucking at least just hang out with some people, you know. Just different.
Yeah.
Plus, we're gonna have a better setup this time. So I got this thing that you can make fires in. Alright? So we're gonna have fires, we're gonna take hot dogs usually, fucking hamburgers and shit. Stuttering my words here, I'm gonna bump it up. I ordered a fillet knife. Well, I'm ordering a fillet knife, so we're gonna have everything
I
on deck.
have a whole chef kit.
Well, listen.
Yeah, we already knew that you was gonna be in the back chefing while we was fishing.
Yeah, so we were talking about that. Are you down to
Bring your
cook if we bring
apron,
all the
make
if
sure
we
you
bring
got all
like
the
the
good
seasonings and shit? Would you be down to like fillet and cook
Yeah,
the shit or what?
I don't mind filleting fish, bud. It's actually fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you'd have a fucking blast. And like, all them little ones I'd be ripping out, boy, we're making fish eggs. They're not going back. Alright? I don't
Dude.
care.
Oh, no, we know. We're playing by the rules, dickhead. I ain't doing that little shit. I ain't gonna get somebody in trouble for cooking up fish that aren't legal.
How would they know? When you fillet it, it's just meat. It ain't even the size of a fish.
Yeah, but I mean,
Dude.
like, when you're down by the river and shit, people do pay attention.
Fucking.
No, they don't.
I
bro.
can tell you
think-
this
you know
right
pick that
now.
meat off a rock there?
If you're gonna have me trying to fillet some 2-inch fucking fish, you can go fuck yourself.
About 5 to 6. About 5 to 6 here.
Because I don't know if you know this, filleting that small is difficult as shit.
Oh, I've done it.
Like, it's
And they're yummy. I think the smaller ones are yummier, dude. They got a special ting to them.
because they're more tender because they haven't spent their life fucking swimming yet.
Yeah, they're yummy, dude. So you better figure out. You better get some of them specialty knives out there and learn how to get them motherfuckers cut.
Oh, I can do
Okay.
it. It's just a pain in the ass.
Oh, well, if you can do it, then there's no issue. What are we talking about then? You know what I mean? Yum. Dude, see, we gotta get out
Oh,
there,
them
dude. We
fucking
gotta get out
suckers
there.
knocked me off this side of the map.
Cause, what all would you need to do? Like, if we were gonna cook them right there on the spot, like, if we were gonna cook them, like, at the place, what all would you need? Would you need, like, bottled water and everything? Like, what else? Like, what are, like, the basic things?
I don't know. It depends on what seasonings you'd want.
Cutting board,
Well-
fucking a case of water, so you can rinse the shit off, and bam,
Right.
play nice
Right,
seasons
well-
and foil and
Well,
butter.
we're taking the
and game
fucking...
over.
Steve, did you like the seasonings last time we used? Or do you want to use something different next time?
Oh, dude, I don't care what we use.
Right. I like lemon pepper. I love lemon pepper, dude. I think it's perfect on a bass. I don't know how you feel about it. I love it. I think lemon pepper's flame. I like fucking,
I like cooking fish on wood though. Like
on wood.
yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
You can cook a fish on a piece of wood?
Yeah, it's basically a kind of cheap way to get like say cedar smoked fish, shit like that.
Alright, well, I was just gonna take a skillet and some butter. Did that not work?
Skillet,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
but I mean, where
can.
you gonna plug it in at, dipshit?
What do you mean
You
where
set
you
it
plug it
over
in at?
top
A
of the
fucking
fire,
a
dipshit.
skillet. It's gonna go over the fire. What? Dipshit?
You didn't say a fucking, like, what?
That's what a skillet is. The thing you cook eggs on, you clown. Fuck, it's not an electric skillet.
Nah, that's
What the
called a
fuck?
fucking pan.
No, they're not. They're called skillets.
Yeah, right. Skillets are all electric.
Okay, how come Cryptic knew what I was talking about?
Cause Cryptic's a dipshit.
No, because he's a fucking chef, dude. They're called skillets. That's what they're called.
He's not a chef.
Pretty much.
He's just gonna be our chef.
Alright, Cryptic, what is it called? Just admit it. Just tell me what it's called. If I'm wrong, let me know.
I don't know. There's the skillets that you cook in that are the like real shallow.
What, you make
pans.
eggs and shit in? Yeah. Yeah.
Can't be a pan in the skillet. Make up your mind.
Bro, 'cause it's called a skillet, you clown. See,
No,
go on your
it-
No,
fucking
all
computer.
skillets that I
No,
know
it's
are
a pan
long-ass
set,
things, boy, that-
and it's a skillet, Steve.
Hey, Steve, do yourself a favor.
Get fucked.
Get on your computer and type in skillet and type in kitchen, and you'll see every fucking picture of a skillet in this goddamn galaxy that's not electric because they're called skillets.
See,
I think they're pans.
I thought mine was.
Son of a
Bro,
bitch.
you're an uncivilized fool, cuz they're definitely called skillets.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know. I feel like it would have been funnier if you would have said, "Hey, Steve, can you do something for me? Go fuck yourself."
Go fuck yourself. I lose brain cells talking to Steve. My dumb ass is actually sitting here typing in skillet kitchen just to prove myself right.
Wow.
But yeah, Steve, we're not gonna be plugging it in.
bro. You need to learn.
Careful around those scorpions.
Anyways, so yeah, can you cook it on a skillet then?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Would probably need either some oil or butter. That way.
Well, butter, of course.
That way it doesn't stick to the pan.
Oh yeah, we're taking butter, boy. Tons of butter. Lots of butter. Butter's a must-have. Part of the mission.
Thick butter only.
Yeah, stick butter only, of course, obviously.
I don't know if you would want, but lemons.
Lemon pepper.
No, lemons.
It's like lemons anyway.
No, he means like pure lemon.
Like that.
Can't you just buy one of those little? Can't you buy one of those little lemons that actually look like a lemon, but they're not lemons? There's like the juice in it, and you just spray it on shit. Isn't that used for food?
No, what? No,
that shit tastes like shit.
But what I'm talking about is actual lemon, so you can
just cutting it up and putting it in there and cooking it with it.
So you can slice it and lay it over top of the fish to cook it.
Right. It would taste like a lemon. That would be good. That would be good. But don't lemons? They don't go bad from sitting out in the heat, right?
No.
You sure?
Dude. It would just be a day thing, bro. If they fucking sat outside for like 2 fucking days, then yeah.
No, but I'm saying, bro, we're gonna be outside some days. It's gonna be like 95 degrees, boy.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a cooler. Why would we not?
Oh, we're taking a cooler too?
Why the
Holy
fuck would we
shit.
not have a cooler?
Are you
Because,
serious,
bro? Do you know how hard it is to carry all that shit, bro? Do you guys remember us
It's
trying to
not
carry
hard,
2 fishing
bro. Like,
poles
you
last
carry
year?
anything anyways.
Oh, here we go, huh?
Yeah, here we go.
I will pay. Dude, you wouldn't even carry the case of beer to the fishing spot last time.
Yeah, you
make
Yeah,
Cryptic
that's
do
because I
it.
was carrying everything.
You really
You make
did do it.
Cryptic do it, bro. Don't even start your shit.
Oh.
And then when we did get down there and we forgot the beer, you made Cryptic walk back up to the truck
Yeah,
and get the
right.
beer.
That's because
Yeah.
Cryptic failed to fucking mention his ankle till the fucking end of the day.
But hold up, that don't matter because moral of the story was though is that you
Yeah,
don't
well,
carry
the
shit
moral
either,
of the story
motherfucker.
was that you would have been carrying everything, so shut up.
We ain't gonna be carrying a 50-pound
Nah.
cooler. We gotta find a little. We need a little cooler, like a little bag cooler.
Like Steve, you don't,
Like one of them
Steve,
ones
you don't
that
gotta worry
you-
about me carrying nothing.
Bullshit, dude. Your fucking leg scares me.
Nah, it's fine.
No, no, it's
It's
not
fine.
fine.
It might be now.
I bet you it's still the same size, if not bigger.
Oh, I guarantee you it's bigger at this point.
All right, told you, Steve.
But
Shut up.
that's only because of the fact that I'm a piece of shit lazy fuck.
Well, listen. So it just sounds like we already have this plan in motion. So even if we don't agree on everything right now or how shit goes, we already have the vision in our head. So everyone seems down for it. That's the first step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the easiest step.
Well,
It'll be the step that happens this weekend.
when we buy our shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was ready to go last weekend. So I'm already ready. You're gonna be ready
Plan's
this
gonna be
weekend.
Saturday.
Saturday? I don't care. Yeah, if you want to go Saturday weekend.
I know I work Saturday, and I probably can't afford it till next week, like the end of next week. Like not.
You still got time,
What's
dude.
Saturday?
Crypto, you got like, bro, you literally have like more than 2 weeks, I think, dude. Like, Saturday's the, it would be April 6th. Big old 6th. Well,
Dude,
when does the fishing season start?
I have no fucking idea.
You said-
16th, 18th.
Yeah, 16th or 18th, dude, cause you got like 3 weeks, dog.
Yeah. So tomorrow is my another year anniversary working at Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
You get a raise or something?
Yeah, I should. Because the way they do their raises is you get one every anniversary or whatever. but fucking they be just giving me them like all the time anymore. Like
Well, that's good. Though.
last year I got I think three, probably 4 raises.
That's
Yo,
my
Steve,
boy.
it's gonna be 70 on Sunday.
It was snowing today. Like, we'll decide.
Next
Can
Sunday.
it decide what it wants to do, please?
If it's 70 next Sunday, I'm going to Rip Lips even though I don't have my ship. Actually, I'll have my ship by then, so I could go
Yeah,
Rip
no
Lips.
shit.
Yep.
I'm picking up sentinels. Try farther in.
I don't know. I got 2 friends that can't even
No, that was-
support a homie in his stream.
Bro.
Yeah, it's 'cause you play fucking Anthem. What?
I
Right?
don't know. Did you watch it whenever I played fucking Apex? No?
Apex is
Yeah,
Apex
actually, I
is
did,
garbage to
sadly.
watch too, though. Play some Madden or something, dog. I'd watch
Well, I had Madden and I don't know what happened to it.
We're in for a fight.
it. Well, if you decide to put some Madden back on one day, I'll watch it.
Or some NBA.
The sentinel needs help.
I
I won't like to watch other people play basketball. Madden's better.
Yo,
Watch.
watching Junior play basketball. He plays a beastie ass center.
That's because I play super fucking aggressive at everything.
Steve, I'm about to walk to your house right now and slap you at 2K and you're in TV, dog.
I mean, that wouldn't happen.
Bro, I put 110 up on you, you quit.
No, you tried that in Madden and that didn't happen.
What do you mean I tried that in Madden? I've always crushed you in Madden.
Yeah, but not by 100.
Bro, I put up 81 on you or some shit, or 89.
Yeah, but I still scored.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I put up 89 points on Steve, you put up 7.
More like 13.
No, you've never put up more than 14 in a game. In our closest game, I had 28-14. There ain't no way you put up 13 on a game I dropped 89 on you on. No way in hell. I beat Johnny Kepper, I beat Anthony Dago, and I beat you by 80 point on the 80-point marker. And I know damn well I've never won by 80 points with someone scoring points against me. That killed my confidence. The instant buzzkill. Straight fact.
Talking reckless now.
Steve, I led your budget squad team to 2 Super Bowls and won them both. Actually, I led them to 3
And
and
my
lost
team
one.
wasn't
one
budget squad. Now he's really talking out of that.
I led Steve's budget squad ass team.
My
and his record
team was
was like
fire. He said,
this
man, your
dude.
team's actually not that bad, but you
This
need
dude
one
was-
other player. And he
this
gets me
dude
some
was-
other bum.
This dude was like 11. It was the 95 RG3 card. But listen, this dude was like 11 and 73 on his head-to-head. Boy, I started playing that shit and got back-to-back Super Bowl wins.
That wasn't that bad.
And your connection was literally so dog shit, bro. I throw the ball and my guy would take 15 seconds to catch it, and I still score a touchdown. So who you talking to right now?
Yeah, you're a liar. My connection was fire.
Come on. You know damn well how many times I
Yeah,
tried
you
to
know
throw
damn
this
well how many
crap.
people was on that connection.
Alright, but you know how many times I played Madden when there wasn't anybody on it? Never. So
Never exactly.
So when I play with the laggy ass connection, dog, that's all I'm trying to say.
Niggas been counting me out. Junior plays
No,
for me,
but I
so
am. I am pretty good at Madden though, man. Real talk. That is like my game.
I don't know.
But that's because I cheese it.
You,
I run the
you
same
wanna
play.
you wanna who I was told is the best at Madden?
Me.
No, the game.
No, I'm better than Madden.
Like the rapper, the game is apparently real good at.
Alright,
Madden.
well I'm better than him, and I'm gonna tell you. Name me another player right now that you know besides, or like you name a rapper. Name me another guy that you know right now who was in the top 50 of Mutt Team 2 different games at the end of the game. I'll wait.
I can tell you who has been in the top 10 in Madden the newest one.
Who?
My friend Mr. Moab.
I bet you I could beat him.
Gator don't play no shit.
Nah,
Yeah, he probably knows.
He plays with buddies though. That's not solo. That's his ranked team with the people that he plays with online.
Bro, I'll hit
I
that
remember
kid with so many.
listening to him.
I'll hit that kid
Play.
with so many different nano blitzes, he'll literally quit playing the game. He'll call me a cheater and leave. I know like every nano blitz Madden's ever had. I've played. Dude, I probably have like.
So,
Ask Steve how fast I can get a blitz in, bro. Like by the time the ball hits your hands, like guys are already in your backfield. Like it's ridiculous.
playing against me on the scrub.
You played against me, I'm a
I'm
scrub.
It doesn't matter if you. It's as soon as you call Hunt, you're getting sacked, and I did it against multiple people. You don't make it to all Madden first string if you're a scrub, dude. I'm telling you that much right now.
What can we even play right now, bro? I don't even know what to play.
Wish I had Madden now. You guys are getting me in the Madden spirit just so I can show you I can fucking finesse kids.
I haven't downloaded it, I'll play it.
I'm sitting here balling out on you, so boy. Like I'm literally
That's right.
giving.
Halo 5
You don't-
Guardians.
Steve, I am insta-killing people, dog. I decided to switch Shackle Breaker off for Init Axiom. Oh my god, dude. I'm a fucking raid. Yeah, I'm a raid boss now. I've just started the game. I have 207k damage. The next one in the entire game on me in damage is 39,000. Cause I have Hunting's Rage and fucking dude, my jabs are doing 3k a jab. They're doing 2200, 2400, and they crit for 3.1k per jab. So that's like 9k deeps in one animation. That's ridiculously high.
Like you most of the time. Ba-bum-bum.
Right. I hope. I mean, I'm not high. I'm high right now, but like I could be higher. I think it's I got this new bull, right? And like, for some reason, it just doesn't do the job. Does that make sense? Like it like.
No, Steve, I found out what was wrong with my leg. Just going back to that real quick.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
The blood vessels that carry my blood through my right leg.
Don't they have to cut it off then?
No.
Or give you blood thinners, right?
What it is there's small holes in my veins in my leg that
It's causing blood to leak out to your skin. It's pushing blood to the surface, correct? Okay. So wouldn't they give you blood thinners or some kind of thinner so it would stop the flow of the blood in your veins?
Yeah, instead they give him water, which increases the fucking size.
Which would increase the thick. No, actually, water doesn't increase the blood in your veins. It increases the thickness of your blood, meaning it would be harder for it to get through the holes, but it would still eventually still fluctuate its way through. It's not gonna patch itself. If it was gonna patch itself, it would have patched itself by now. So I'm not quite sure.
I don't know, it's whatever.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, of course.
But you should be tending to it to fucking fix it, not watch it get bigger.
Yeah, you should tell him like, bro, like I feel like I'm gonna lose my leg. Like, fix this shit. What do you mean it's not whatever? That's a leg, dude. You don't get this back. It's in a video game. Like,
I
shit don't grow
literally
back.
thought about just cutting my leg open myself.
No, because then you'll bleed out.
You'll bleed out.
Like just doing a slit, like.
It won't drain. It ain't like you're thinking. It would cause expansion. It would cause your heart rate to increase really fast, and it would dramatically drop, and it would cause your blood to squirt out through your leg, kind of like a fire hydrant rather than a slow, steady pace. The adrenaline rush could actually kill you in a sense of form.
The panic. And then having to get up and go do everything because you're fucking excessively bleeding. Yeah, you ain't making it too far.
No, you'll die. You'll pass out and die, and your body will shut down because of your fight or flight.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I'm obviously not worried about it.
Ever?
No, I'm not saying you're worried about it. I'm just saying definitely don't cut it open.
Yeah.
Like, that's definitely not a, like, all jokes aside.
I can't think of what the term is. I think it starts with a C, I believe.
I'm not sure.
Like, so,
I'm not, like I said, bro, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of that word.
I've heard of that word, but I don't know if I heard of that word as a medical term. I mean, I'm not sure. It probably is a medical term. It would be I'm not doubting that. I just don't know what the term would be. Like I said, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, cellulitis is what I was looking for.
Cellulitis. So that sounds like a disease. Anything with itis at the end of it sounds medical. The moral of the story is they have to have a way to cleanse it, or they actually wouldn't have been legally allowed to send you home. So they had to give you some form of treatment plan.
Yeah. Water pills and good luck was mostly how it went.
You're insured, correct? Okay, that's why. They can't, I mean, they can only help you if it's a medical emergency now. So,
it'll be fun.
I'm not sure what to say. Yeah, you'll be alright. You know, I'm not gonna say you'll be alright, because you might not be. But, if the water pills start taking the pressure down, it'll eventually fix itself, obviously. But if you're doing the same thing repetitively and the water pills literally aren't doing shit, then they're not gonna work, so.
I don't know. I'm off tomorrow. I'm thinking about opening this bottle of Jack.
Bottle of Jack?
I mean, it's open, don't get me wrong.
Alcohol's really bad for that type of shit too.
It's whatever.
But
YOLO.
Oh, Junior, dude, I love you, man. You're funny. It's alright. Everything will be okay.
You know how it is.
I mean, that's how you kind of have to look at it. You can't sit there and be like, damn, your entire time or you're gonna be fucking. You know, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
Like, I've been playing Anthem. That way, I don't have to try real hard doing anything, so I can just like lay back in my chair with my leg up. Instead of,
you know, you gotta do what you gotta do in that situation. That's for sure.
Instead of like legs down, leaning forward, trying real hard in video games. Now,
yeah, keep your foot way up in the fucking air, bro.
Like, right now, my legs probably higher than my heart at the moment. So
That's yeah, you want to drain it, but at the same time, if it's just bleeding out anyway, it's not gonna drain because it's just adding more. And the blood really doesn't have anywhere to necessarily go. So unless your body somehow rejects it, it's gonna stay fluctuated.
As I said,
it's not like lactic acid or something where your body will absorb it. It's blood. It's a natural. Like your body, if your body just absorbed all your blood the entire time, the only hope you have is your heart filters it out and it ends up pumping back and it minuscules it. But the same scenario, it might not. That's why I said I don't know. But I'm not a doctor, so like I really don't know. But I just don't think that it's not like a lactic acid where it's gonna absorb back into your body. It's gonna continually sit there because it can't move.
I just feel like I shouldn't waste my time stressing about it.
I mean, I would be more stressed about it because if you make a big enough deal about it, they have to medically confirm you and they would have to give you they'd have to give you help. Like, if you really started saying, like, damn, this thing's really hurting me, like, I can't walk, I can't move, I can't work, then you would definitely have a case, rather than telling them, like, oh, it's okay, I can make it on day by day, when the reality is it really probably won't make it too much further if you keep fucking around with it. In that scenario. Because, like, in the United States, you have the right to be medically treated for free if it's a medical emergency. You'll get charged, but you don't really necessarily have to pay it. So if you make it seem like it's a big enough emergency, they legally have to fix it. So if you go in there like, oh yeah, it hurts a little bit, it's a little bowed up, it ain't too bad, they're gonna think it's like, oh, it's whatever, then that's not what you want.
My brother, he said he's gonna get me an application for the place he works at, and they have fucking health coverage. You just have to work a certain amount of time to get it.
Dude, that'll probably help you a lot, bro. I ain't gonna front, but I'm surprised Wendy's has no form of health insurance for workers that work there for a significant amount of time.
You have to be close to 40 hours every single week. It's terrible.
Oh, you're not pushing 40?
They won't let me stay longer than like 39 and a half.
Oh, they do that on purpose, huh?
Yeah, so they don't have to pay for fucking health insurance, but it's cheaper for them.
Yeah.
They offer it.
It is.
They just want to get 40 to use it.
I mean, it's smart on their part, but it's corrupt on your part. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like, whenever I did my taxes, they wanted, because of fucking Obamacare, they wanted to try and take money off me. And it just so happens that because my work offered it, and I technically can't afford it, I didn't get hit with that fucking Obamacare shit.
I don't know, like, I know you're probably like a Trump supporter, like I'm a Trump supporter as well, but Obamacare was actually a really good design.
Yeah, it was a real good design, but it was fucked up terribly. Like how they actually like.
Yeah, but it actually didn't though. It caused the working class, which was not a good thing, to pay a very small percentage of their paycheck towards families who couldn't afford health insurance, allowing all families in the United States to have access to some form of coverage. But people took that very small diminish out as other taxes. In reality, it wasn't like that. They just wanted to get their taxes lowered, but nowadays with Trump in office, taxes are actually higher regardless, and Obamacare is pretty much abolished.
Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't be mad about Obamacare rather than.
I don't know. What I think was stupid is that if they basically forced you to have healthcare.
Like I didn't get it.
I mean, yeah, but don't you believe you should have healthcare? And the reasoning behind this is if you go and get into a car crash right now.
If you didn't have healthcare.
If you go and get into a car crash right now. But hear me out. If you go and get into a car crash right now, and a doctor has to save your life, you will never pay that doctor or that fare to that doctor.
That doctor is still gonna get paid no matter what.
The doctor will, but the company doesn't, and that actually hurts overall, and that's what increases your taxes. That's what you're not understanding.
Yeah, but
you pay for
he's
it.
still saving your life. See, I always looked at it like that too, but I mean, like, they're still getting paid. Like, I can see, like, if they weren't gonna get paid.
But if they did that for everybody, they wouldn't get paid. There'd be no hospitals. We'd have no medical.
I mean,
they don't run.
You know what I mean? It all gets worked
They don't
out.
run for free. You know what I'm saying?
They get their money somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, through government grants, which you pay for in your taxes.
Actually,
which
they
is how it was
still get
designed.
their money, but you're gonna owe it for the rest of your life until you pay it off. So I mean, technically,
You'll never get it. It expunges in 7 years, bro. Trust me. You'll never get that money. You'll never see it. Half the time the bills for saving someone's life, bro, the bill's like $50,000 to $70,000. You'll never ever pay it. You'll never even put a dollar into it. And it's a medical cost. They can't take you to court for it. So tell me again why you don't believe you should have medical insurance.
I ain't saying that you shouldn't.
That's what I'm trying to say. There's no reason for you to not have it. And the reason why you get fined for not having it is because people do get accidental problems, and they do get hurt, and they do never pay them bills, and they cannot afford to function without it. It's simple fact. It's not an opinion, it's not an expression, that's just why it's like that, 100%. You have to look at it from that outlook rather than well, I have to pay a little bit of money out of my paycheck for insurance that I don't want. It's for the people that don't have insurance, that fuck you. If they would pay for their insurance the same way you would, then you wouldn't have this issue in general, and we'd have never had this problem in the first place. Everyone would, they would never need Obamacare.
No, I don't understand that.
What?
How the fuck can, like, Canada and shit have, like, the free healthcare?
Only towards residents, and it's because they don't use their profits towards Okay, so listen, here's an example. Their Toronto Raptors, their baseball teams, their fucking hockey teams, all that bullshit, whatever they got, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having an owner, they have an owner, don't get it twisted, and he gets paid very wealthy money. But most of that revenue from concerts and all that goes towards Canadian funding. And they use their funding better. But they also don't offer programs the United States does to immigrants. We offer scholarships, we offer housing, we offer equal opportunity, we offer schooling, we offer all this shit. Canada doesn't give a fuck about anybody besides Canadians. That's the reason why they're allowed to have free health care. Yes, we have, but Trump's trying to build a wall, but the Democrats will not allow him.
Homie Sean Marion.
Moral of the story is the wall would cost us $6.5 billion to produce. The cost of immigration defense, and the cost of immigrations being held in accountability is going to cost us $114 trillion this year.
So immigration.
Just think about that. Immigration. Think about your jails. They're not legal citizens in half of the foreign area, like in Arizona and stuff, where you go across the border. When you go across the border, most of our jails are literally concealed of Mexicans and Mexican families that are illegal. But the Mexican government wants no responsibility in taking their citizens back. So now we have to pay to feed, shelter, pretty much clothe these dudes in prison rags, and then we have to send them back, which costs us more money to even send them back. And then they come back over again, and it's a repeat, rinse, repeat cycle. So moral of the story is all these immigrants come over and we pay for everyone that comes, and some of them sneak in, and then what that does is they eventually find ways to apply for government assistance, which is a known fact that there are more people, Mexican families, on food stamps and or other things due to the fact that once you have a kid in the United States, it is technically a U.S. citizen regardless if you are or not. So they take advantage of that as well. So yes, immigration costs the United States more than any other country by a significant amount.
Like my uncle.
Do I believe closing the border? Do I believe closing the border will solve a lot of that? No, because people are still going to find a way in. But I believe you have to do harsher punishments for those who break this crime repetitively. First offense, I understand, like, send them back. But if they repetitively come here, like if they're on their 5th or 6th time, you have to eventually figure out what to do. And you can't leave them in captivity because it literally costs about $100,000 a year per person to stay in a jail. So if you keep the ones, even when you punish them, they want to be here anyway, so they got what they wanted. So what do you do in that situation? You just keep sending them back. It's a never-ending cycle.
Send them back.
But they just come right back anyway, and you pay for them again. So it's like, what do? You don't do nothing. You just there's nothing to be done.
Hang them up.
I'm not saying hang them up, man, but there's got to be some liability. See, what we should honestly do, and this is the reality of the story, is we should take them over and we should make Mexico pay for their cost of them being here every single time until that country learns, or until that fucking government learns that their people are costing us this money that they don't want to pay. If you don't want to pay for these people to be here, then we don't want to pay for them either, motherfuckers. So why should we pay for them when you're not putting a goddamn dollar in and we're sending them back to you and you're not even keeping them the fuck over?
It's a distraction, really.
It's not a distraction. It's an actual immigration clause policy that's actually corrupt. And the reason why it's really sickening is because the only reason Mexicans have the immigration right they do is because they're pretty much attached to the United States. Other countries, we have foreign countries. We have people over in Africa. We have other people over in Shanghai. We have other people over in fucking Shangzhou. We have people over in fucking Saudi Arabia and shit, praying every night, putting in fucking application after application, trying to become a citizen. They never have broke the law. They never had a felony. They never did anything wrong, and they still get rejected. Whereas these people literally just walk here. It's sickening to think about like that.
Oh no.
Absolutely repulsive.
I feel like if the U.S. and Mexico could work together,
We can't. Because the Mexican government's more corrupt than the United States government. They don't have control of their own people. Mexico is literally 90% ran by gangs and affiliates of gangs. Their
it's
their
like
government's literally
1990s
controlled by the gang
Russia.
party. I would agree, but Russia at least had a strong leader consecutively throughout its whole era. Russia's been through wars, Russia's been through depressions, Russia's been through really hard times up there, and they've actually sufficed. Whereas Mexico had an earthquake one time that collapsed the city, and they literally had to get help from every other major country in the entire world because they couldn't support themselves. So no, I strongly don't compare Mexico to Russia. But on the same sense, you're in the right direction, just not quite.
Russia used to be ran by the mob.
Russia was ran by the mob in theory, but they always had a strong leader that was handling diplomatic affairs. Mexico has a weak leader, is just a coward and can't handle his own people, let alone handle politics outside the world.
Yeah, but what? Okay, now listen, now hear me out. If we could get Mexico to cooperate with us and say for every time that the person comes over here, it gets a little bit stricter. So say first offense you get 90 days in Mexican jail. Like we send them back, we get.
It's not possible. Their jails are full, and that's why they send them over here now. See, even to this day, currently Mexico extradites some of its immigrants to the United States for crimes because chances are they broke the crime in the United States anyway. We try sending them back over there so Mexicans can have them in their jails, but they're overpopulated, they're full, and they're too poor. The government itself has no real regulation.
China.
No, we can't do that either because China's a communist. They're not a democracy. If you would send Mexicans to China without a passport, China would shoot them dead on sight. That's what people don't understand about the U.S.
So let's start doing that.
Foreign countries, they don't tolerate immigration like we do. If you're illegal in China and you'd come in like a big ass boat of people, they would literally tell you to leave. They'd tell you to turn your boat around. If you didn't, they would shoot you before you touched the land. 100% fact. They're not under democracy. They have not the same system of laws. Their citizens do not have the same amount of rights as us, and they don't consider foreigners people of their land. So they literally have no respect for you at all. China's the type of place where you're not even allowed to have 2 daughters, dog. So you think they're gonna let immigrants come in there at free will? Come on, let's just be honest here. And I'm not even saying that to be a dickhead, that's just the truth. That's the reality of the story. The United States is the only country, besides London, and London has more terror attacks than the US by 3 times. They have 3 more times terrorist attacks in London right now, currently, than the United States does to current day, and it's because of their open border policy. So no, I do not believe the border should be open for any country. I believe Mexico needs to get their shit figured out, or I believe U.S. soldiers need to start gunning these people down on their way in. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but the reality of the story is we can't afford it. Our country's going into economic E-class because of this.
And if we start gunning them down on fucking sight, what's gonna end up fucking happening is the U.S. is gonna fucking split into 2 again.
No, it wouldn't. Because it's already split in 2. Think about when Donald Trump became president. Think about the real reality of the story. We're not united. We're not even united right now. Half these people walk around saying they're not my president. We have riots in the street repetitively. We have rallies. There's not division anyway. People just don't act because they like their life too much here. They want to bitch because they like to be acknowledged. But they actually won't risk it and throw it away. If we would start gunning these people down, literally nobody would do a goddamn thing. There might be some rallies, but it's more at the end of the day. It would be more regulated here, and it would be even cheaper for them to rally here than it would be for us to kill them on site. Baltimore had 6 million people riot. National Guard came and dismounted the whole riot in a half hour. If you can stop 6 million people in a half hour, you can stop any amount of wave within an hour. Period. I don't give a fuck what you are. These people come in with walls, dude. They have deployable walls. Their vehicles turn into big ass gates. And they have openings. And they literally shoot you with fucking fire hoses and shit, bro. You're not fighting that. Like, there's just nothing you can do. You're getting blown the fuck away. Like, there's no such thing as a revolt at this point.
Another one. This will be a fight.
This isn't like the 1800s where we just get our muskets, rally up the troops, and fucking stand in the field and take turns shooting at each other, man. These motherfuckers got a helicopter shooting 5,000 rounds a minute. There's fucking, like, half a second. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're literally chopping down buildings in fucking seconds. You're not doing nothing. There's nothing to be done. It's just how you have to look at it, and it's just how I look at it anyway. But yeah, so I don't want to talk about politics anymore, because politics get me fired up, because I think they're retarded. I think politics are so much, I think that in politics, the sad truth is people think both sides are right, but at the end of the day, there's only one side that's actually right. I don't care about the emotional, compassionate, the understanding aspect of human nature. I care about results and facts. And if you can't give me a result or fact, like, I don't care about these Mexican families. I don't care about their home life. I don't care about their struggles. I care that they're affecting my life, and they're breaking the law illegally. I care that they repetitively do it, and they repetitively put the U.S. in turmoil. I believe that they can be solved very simply without a plan. You kill the people, that's the plan. There's no ifs and or the buts around that. It's the only logical way that works, and that's how I strongly believe. There's not two sides in politics. One side's right, and one side likes to sugarcoat shit. And that's how it'll always be.
I don't know. I have people I work with that are like, oh, not my fucking president. I'm like, how about you just grow up and fucking deal with it?
Yeah. Hey, he's not my president. Oh, who is your president then? Why don't you tell me your president? Want to name him? You know what I'm saying? Like, name him. Go on your phone right now and type in United States President. Just tell me what it says. Those are the people that can't accept facts. Like, I'm sorry to say, like, Donald Trump won. Like, there ain't no other if and there ain't no other word to it. He won. He won. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no fucking. It would be different if he didn't, if it was like something crazy happened and like he cheesed his way in, but dude, he won. Like, he literally just, like, and it ain't like it, but that's something you would say, like, the first, like, maybe year or something the dude's president. This dude's been president for like, pretty much a full fucking term now, dog. You're gonna sit here and tell me he's still not your president? Like, what? If he wasn't your president, he would have been kicked out by now. Like, they just let people that aren't presidents sleep and fucking live inside the White House. Because that's what they do nowadays. Homeless people that no one knows.
I don't know. I seen on the news that they're gonna have, like, this whole thing with Donald Trump that, he wasn't involved with Russia to get elected and shit, and people are complaining that it's gonna be all redacted and shit.
Well, they better, because right now, honestly, what Donald Trump should do is he should sue CNN, he should sue ABC, he should sue all of those companies, Fox News and all of it, due to the fact that they said this Mueller report was 100%. Exactly. They said 1,000,000% when this Mueller report came in, they were going to figure out everything they needed to know. And the Mueller report simply said this dude did not collude with Russia. So you literally deframed this man's character and ruined his presidency because you didn't want him to be your president because you wanted Hillary Clinton. There's no ifs and or the buts around that scenario. You cheated your luck. You lost the election. You were butthurt about it, and then you made up a fake-ass bogus story and ruined this man's presidential run.
I feel like he's probably.
I mean, I'm not
I feel
even...
like he's gonna get voted in again. Like and everyone.
I don't even think Donald Trump's that bad of a president. I don't think he's a very good president, but I don't think he does shit. Like, I don't think he does anything. Like, I don't think he does, like, anything good, but I don't think he does anything wrong either. Like, I never hear of him doing anything. Like,
Yeah.
how do you hate somebody who doesn't do any, like, yeah,
He
he's
calls
not
us
doing
Kid
anything.
Rock, bro. I don't like that.
Well, what's that matter? Who gives a fuck what he calls his kid? He's a kid.
Cause Kid Rock's a fucking Ku Klux Klan leader, I guarantee it.
I mean, but that's just another accusation. Like, I mean, it might be true, but you
It
don't
is,
know
but
that.
it's an easy
And that's,
one. It's a
and right
fucking
there,
easy
another
one.
defamation of character. Right there, you should honestly be sued. Like, that's the reality of the story. Like, there's, okay, listen, so you have freedom of speech in the United States, but you don't have freedom of consequence of your actions of speech. So when that's happening to you, you gotta just know you fucked up. Like, if that would go public and they would say you were the source and you got sued, don't be surprised. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I'm trying to say. Like, people want Donald Trump to be this outstanding guy and they want to talk shit on him the entire time. I wouldn't like you either if you were sitting there bad-mouthing me every day I was in the fucking office. You know what I mean? Like, go fuck yourself. That's what I would say.
Yeah, you can talk like
And
that,
no.
but everybody badmouth somebody.
But you just gotta think about this, man. Like, he's like, as a president, this is supposed to be the most important man in the entire the world to us. Literally. Like, that is supposed to be the guy. Like, that is supposed to be the public face of the United States. And it is.
He made himself
Like,
a joke during the fucking start.
How?
I mean, obviously not, or he wouldn't have won.
Bullshit.
But that's the truth, though. If he really made himself that big of a joke, he would have won.
You gotta think, man. Everybody was fed up with Obama shit. Why not? Nobody liked Hillary. Why not?
But that's not his fault that there was no other good nominations, right?
No, I'm not saying anything about that.
So, what do you? I don't understand what you're getting to then.
But I mean, dude wanted to be on Twitter and shit, fucking sending
Because he was
jokes
telling
and
you what
shit.
he was doing. Because he was reporting to the people what he was doing every day. What's wrong with that?
That's a joke.
How is that a joke? That's moderation. Dude, that's just this new technology. It's a joke to you, but this is how people communicate nowadays. I'm sorry you don't accept that. Like, that's common sense. He wanted to be in touch with his audience, unlike any other president before who wanted to hide everything under the rug. This dude actually wanted to tell the people what he was doing. You called it a joke. You gotta think about it like that. You don't think about shit in the right dynamic. Literally, you don't think about shit in the right dynamic. That man's done nothing. If he did anything wrong, he wouldn't be in the office right now. I actually like Trump. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Trump fan, so my opinion's kind of biased, but at the same time, I just don't see what he actually did wrong in general. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, he definitely didn't do anything wrong. Like, it would be different if he did, of course.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for someone to tell me exactly what he did wrong. Like,
Yeah, no one
tell
can.
me
'Cause he didn't do
exactly.
nothing.
Don't give me the, oh, we had rumors of this.
Oh, he's a racist. There was never no proof of him being a racist. Oh, He fucking made a retarded reporter. Okay, who hasn't made fun of a retarded reporter, bro? Like, who hasn't made fun of somebody retarded? Like, honestly, like, let's just be honest, man. Like, this is 2019. He talked about grabbing a girl by the pussy. He was talking about locker room talk, bro. I've talked in guy locker room. That's all you talk about is bitches, dog. Like, and he's not lying. People just don't want to hear the truth. Like, I sit here and talk about bitches all the time, bro. Like, I think about hot celebrities, hot bitches. Like, he's a man. He's not a fucking... He's a human being, bro. He's a dude. He's a... Like...
That's what everyone does.
Right. Literally everybody. Like, it ain't like just one or two people talk about fucking girls and stuff. We had George Bush in there, and people want to talk about Donald Trump being a bad president. Like,
Yeah, that's even
like, come
worse.
on. It is worse. Exactly right, dude.
Yeah,
Think
we
about that.
voted for George Bush too, so I mean, think about
Right.
that.
Twice.
Well, I mean, I think you guys answered a little bit of your question. America's corrupt as fuck, bro. They don't care about.
But even with that though, like, I'm just trying to say though, it's been corrupt forever. So why is Donald Trump so
Yeah,
bad?
but now you're gonna have an excuse to it, and it's gonna piss me off because like it shouldn't make a big deal. Like I'm not making a big deal of it, but I mean it's obvious that people make it into the fucking office who should have never even been in there in the first place.
Okay, I agree, but there was no one else running, so who else would you rather? Did you rather have Hillary in there? That's the only other. It was only two
There
of
was
them.
other people in there. And you gotta ever.
No, there
I mean,
wasn't.
like there's other
They did-
people. I mean, yeah, they don't come to mind, but I mean, like
No,
that's-
because
it's
don't
just
make it.
weird.
They don't make it past the vote, so they're not able to be voted for. You have to make it so far to represent your party.
It's cool
They
though.
didn't.
But once again,
It's
who are
like-
you gonna vote for, Hillary? You know what I'm saying?
Exact. But that's what I'm saying
But
though.
I understand.
But
I ain't saying nothing that's agreeable. But, I
But
mean,
hear
like,
me out though.
yeah.
The same people that don't like Trump, they love Hillary. So it's like, ew.
I don't
It's-
know. I didn't vote. I don't vote. That's my problem. I understand it, but whatever. I don't like getting caught up in this stupid shit.
I went 19, 6, and 15. Damn, boy, lighten it up. But yeah, your vote don't count anyway. My vote don't count.
Our
They're-
votes,
they
our votes
take an
are
act-
just popularity contests.
Yeah, they're not even like, they don't count as votes. They literally just, they only count so many of them, and then they just take an estimated pool. Like,
Technically, our votes really don't count at all.
no, they literally don't matter. Even if we do win the vote, if their party doesn't want to represent that person, they don't have to. So it's kind of like,
No, what I'm saying is it's all the electoral college. Like,
well, yeah, they pick who they want anyway, regardless.
yeah.
Like your vote, even if you vote somebody in, they can still reject that person. It ain't like they have to approve them.
And now Steve's gonna come back with the whole, corrupt system, blah 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 blah. They can have whoever they want.
Well, it is a
in there.
corrupt system, but the system's been corrupt since the founding of time, so it's gonna be corrupt now. Like, it's just something you're used to at this point.
It's been corrupt since the founding.
I mean, no shit, you know what I mean? But but I'm trying to take this too is, like I said, that, like I'll tell everybody else, you can't fix something when it's literally impossible. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too hard to fix it. It really is. Like, it's not.
You
It ain't
can't
like you
fix
can just
something that's
fucking
been
change
broke
everything.
for this long.
Right, it's been broke forever. It's broke now. Like, you're not restoring it. If they could have, they would have.
The only way to restore it is to fucking start all over again.
Right, and that'll never happen because we're too far. Like, it's just, it's set in stone. And it's really not even that bad because it really
this
is.
ain't gonna happen, guys. You need to slow your roll.
Huh?
I'm talking to myself, kinda.
But like, moral of the story is, politics are kind of fucked up, and the issue is, even though everybody thinks, the issue is, real issue is, everybody thinks they're right. So you can't persuade the one side, and the other side will never persuade the other side. And until the end of time, people will never get along. That's just how it is in real life in general. People don't always get along. That's just how it goes.
Yes.
Like, I'm guilty of it. You can't make me like gay people do. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm gonna get started on this subject.
Fucking
again.
talking
Like,
about that.
You can
fucking-
sit there and
Today is apparently like that stupid like National fucking Faggot Awareness Day. Is what we're gonna call it.
like, you can hold your flag and you can wear your shirt and you can do whatever. Like, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm actually, listen, I'm cool with being gay. Like, you do your thing, but you can't make me accept you for being gay when I think it's wrong. And the same thing goes with politics. When I think it's wrong, it's wrong. Like, you're not gonna persuade me otherwise. And that's just why the world will never get along.
I don't know.
I'm cool with that.
I just don't understand like why people can't be classified as one or the other.
I don't understand the gender thing. Listen, my question is, this is what I'm gonna ask anybody that tells me they identify as neither male or female. I'm gonna ask what they identify as, and what do you want to be called as a pronoun, and I'm gonna ask them how many different types of genders are there. Because if you can sit there, if you're gonna make a whole basis, if you're gonna create a different gender, like if you're not gonna be a male nor a female, you
You're
have to
it,
make
bitch.
a
I don't care what
scientific.
any of you guys say.
No.
It's a fucking it.
No.
It's an it.
No, just wait.
Yes,
just
it's
wait.
an it.
If you're not gonna be a male or a female, you have to now create me a chart. You have to create me some type of scientific fact to tell me how many different exact genders there are and what everybody identifies as, or I can never believe it. Because I can right now look at a man and say you're a male, or I can look at a female and say you're a female, but I can't
You got
look at a
some nice
random
tits.
person and say you're a pan, or you're a goat, or you're a frog.
You're fucking
If
it,
you're gonna
bitch.
do-
It's called an it.
If you're gonna do that, you literally
You're
have
it.
to give me a graph and you have to give me a basis of what I can study and learn. But if you can't do that, then it's just a theory. It's fucked up in your head as much as it is you're trying to enforce on other people. Like, I have that. That's like the weirdest thing. Like, that's honestly the weirdest thing I can like think about. Cause I don't understand how like I just don't understand it. Maybe like I just don't get how you could like. What makes you think you're neither male nor female? Like,
mental.
I
fuck?
understand you being like, hey, I'm not a guy, I'm a girl. Okay, like you're a girl. But if you're not a guy nor a girl, I don't understand what you could really
You're a
be. Like,
dumbass, bro.
like, yeah, you are. Like, you're fucked up in the head. You've been learning basic biology since like the 6th fucking grade, and you can't tell me if you're a male or female.
God damn it. Hey.
Yeah,
Dang
but
it.
yeah, no, you would never guess. I'm in a con game right now. You would never guess who the fuck is all in this bitch.
Who?
Alright, so there's Pistol Play, there's God of Fear, there's Mr. Newport, there's Stormy Han, and there's A-Easy. You remember all those clowns, dude? They're that little red group.
Yeah, I know.
Good old smack turtle. Oh yeah, is that
Bro,
how
if
you're
I get
gonna
on,
keep
dude,
it, Jeffrey?
that's not gonna be fair.
I don't know how they stay down here, dude. I'm just trying to hit my bed. No, guess how hard my jab hits for a jab right now.
Okay.
You
Her
learn
jab,
by
fuck
doing
you.
stuff wrong.
What do you mean? Mine hits
Nobody.
like 5.
Her one.
Yeah, bro.
No, your jab death recap was like 20,000 when you killed me. And it literally is not doing 20,000. It's straight bag.
It's actually not bad. It's nice, man, but I don't know, man. It's just...
How hard are your jabs hitting for a jab? It's definitely not hitting 5K, I can tell you that.
I don't know, bro. Like, I can't really tell you, dude. I don't even
Well,
know
it comes up with the same 4 number fucking 4 times.
I don't know. It really doesn't, bro. Because it sometimes will pop yellow. It's like,
Let's crit. No shit.
I don't know. I can actually.
How much merch you
Let
gonna
me
give
see.
me?
I'll
If
see
you're
the
doing
force
20k
one.
jabs, you know you're doing like 75k DPS a second, right?
Don't worry, I can wrench the
Ooh.
caster
Hey.
control on to
Ooh.
the kids.
No, if it's hitting like 5k, 6k, like per like, you know, hit, then what is it, like 2 point something?
It's about, yeah, okay. If you're doing about, you're probably, Mel, your jabs, they're probably doing about
But your
6.8k.
kid's gonna be good at
You're
video
probably
games.
hitting for about 2-something thousand each.
I don't know.
Well,
And-
let's see, bro. I'm actually going through the clip right now, but.
6 hours on that show.
You'll definitely see. Don't look at the side jabs, because those ones do reduce damage. Only the one that's right in front of you. Only the target is
Alright,
hit.
are you on dead or not dead?
Ones on you or anything?
It don't matter. Just give me like the estimated
Okay,
number.
well, I got one in the I know it's a good one.
And my parents might get stuck. So we never did all that. We never go shopping, okay?
Let's see. Okay.
What?
I think when nothing talks, bro, let's see. I can't even see. I can't even see it. Alright, bud, give me a good one, please. Okay, 1,000 something. And sometimes I'll hit
Okay.
for like, but I get these little ones like for like 400.
No, they're like 4,000, dog. That's your passive.
Oh. But yeah,
The
I don't know,
passive.
bro.
Bro, my jabs right
Yeah, don't
now,
knock those up.
they're hitting
Now, Taylor says she
2,700
no
jabs.
longer feels safe with Jade
That's
yet.
nice.
So I'm doing fucking 9k damage per fucking rotation. Per
Yeah,
jab.
we
dude.
haven't
That's
picked her up
disgusting.
earlier.
I'm literally
That's
turning
safe.
into butter
That's
right now.
safe.
I'm wearing
Are you,
Rage and Ain't It Axiom.
That's nice. Are you wearing no, not wearing. Are you gonna run Dawnbreaker?
Yeah, when I get it. Which I'm gonna have to do soon.
Yeah, mommy dropped her out of that.
I just can't do Sky Recon myself on this character, so I
That's
just
why
do
you
it.
find the kids not gonna sleep with you guys.
Ooh, new month is out, bro. Let's see
Whoa.
I want a daily.
anything good. Instant blacksmithing research. Alright, they gave us one of those. Alright, cool. Oh, woodworking.
That's playing the game.
I thought you were really
Instant
nice.
all research. Ooh, okay. Alright, bro. They gave us a couple good ones. Counter pair, Jade. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad one, you know. First one's
Hey, those
fucking
research
efficient,
tools are
cool.
nice, man. I love those.
You can get one of those live
Alright,
radios.
Steve, is that you? Okay.
You know, like where they
Yeah.
die and they poop and they gotta be fed and
Sorry,
shit.
sorry.
Put that in there.
That would be terrible.
That wouldn't be scary. I feel like she was like talking and she probably ended up getting burned.
But yeah, man, this gameplay is so strong. But I don't have Celine, bro, so I don't know what I'm gonna run yet.
He's like, what are you doing, Mom?
Don. No, oh, I'm so sorry. No, Ballard.
Allard?
Yeah, bro. That shit will fucking clap. Especially with DB. Only if it's 125, it's okay, bro. You're still getting what? 400 something? Oh, no, 300
Oh,
something?
250. 250.
Oh, if you insta-cast it, you're correct. Yeah, bro. Fuck, man. That's not that bad. That's kind of... You have choking?
Yeah, but choking ain't what I'm looking for either. So I'm gonna be on medium. I'm playing the line of sighting more than I am. Plus, I'm running those potions to give me that 1,000 health recover.
Well, you have the shoulder, bro? Or you need the helmet?
Choking or what?
No, Celine.
Oh, the Celine's. I need the shoulders, man. That's what. And I never played them. Remember, I tried forever. That's why
Fuck,
I
man.
gave up on it. Yeah.
You should have bought some that one.
I know. I forgot. I actually thought I picked them up. Remember?
Yeah, I know. I wish I could give you one, bro. I got like 3.
Everybody pulls them repetitively once they get their first
I
one.
wonder how bad that sounds on stream.
But I can't get my first one. I don't even care what. I don't care if it was light, medium. I literally do not care. Like if I just had the helmet, because I would run it. I would run Celine too. Because I'm running the spear and everything, dog. I'd be clapping.
That's why I gotta have people that watch me.
Yo, bro. Tell me this. How do you like this?